Hi guys, it's EJ here, and today I'm going to be giving you some voice acting tips. Tip number one that a lot of young aspiring voice actors miss is that, yes, sounding like the character, like how you exactly want to sound for the character, is important, but putting acting into the recording is the main thing. That's why it's called voice acting. So you could say a line and it could sound and your voice could sound exactly how you want it to sound, but you need to put the acting that the director or creator wants you to do into the recording as well. So what I'm saying is that putting the acting into it is just as important as sounding like the character you're trying to act as. That's my tip for number one. Tip number two. Like I said in tip number one, a lot of aspiring voice actors want to sound exactly like their character, which is great. So that's what tip number two is going to help you about. So after you get the acting part completed, then you can start working on how you want the voice to sound. So while you're working on voices, of course your character's going to have a certain pitch and all, like medium, low, high, and I'll show an example for how those may or you may want them to sound, or how the directors may want you to sound when you're doing that. So for example, a high-pitched character, which may sound like this depending on what the director wants, or a medium-pitched character, which would be like technically depending on how your voice is in general. For me, it would be my normal voice, just putting acting into it, and then a low-pitched voice, which I'm honestly not the best at doing, but it gets the job done, I guess. So that's all I have for tip number two. I may do a video on how to do these different pitches, but for now, that's what I have for tip two. Tip number three. I know that a lot of voice actors for gotchas, like they're younger people, so they have school, so sometimes they can't like do the lines and stuff, but I suggest that if you're going to do voice acting, make sure that you have the time for it and actually turn in lines. But I will admit that I've had this problem too before, but I'm now making sure at least I'm trying my best to turn in all the lines that I haven't turned in yet. And I usually don't really have this problem with voice acting. I have it more with screenshots for my projects that I'm making, which I am making an animated project that's coming up soon. The link will not be in the description yet, but yeah. I think this tip is really important for people because most directors, they want to hire people who will get the job done. They don't want to sit there waiting for 5 months for lines. They want to be able to complete an episode so that they can move on to the next one. I've had this problem with a few voice actors too. I'm not trying to call anyone out or anything, I'm just saying. But yeah, so that's like tip number three. I'd suggest isn't really helping on your voice or anything. It's just helping you keep a job. So that's tip number three. So like always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time, and I hope this helped for you young aspiring voice actors. Good luck on your journey through voice acting, and have a nice day. Stay safe. Until next time when I upload a new video. Bye guys!